Right here with Old Dominion head football coach Ricky Rahne as the Monarchs conclude a 7-on-7 passing tournament with a lot of teams from around the state of Virginia and beyond here in Norfolk. Coach, how's this early, I guess you could say, summer, late spring treating you as you get ready for the 2024 campaign here at Old Dominion?
Good. Camp season's starting to ramp up. I mean, we had this today. We got another camp tomorrow, and then next weekend we got one. We'll do a couple travel camps and things like that. So yeah, it's starting to ramp up. Guys are back. Our players are back, which is nice. And so this is kind of a busy time, and then we get into, for coaches, we get into a little vacation and then ramp really up into it. So yeah, this is one of the times you kind of enjoy. You get around a lot of different people, a lot of ball players, so it's good.
Sure. And what are the biggest benefits for you and your staff to have these type of events and camps?
I mean, I just think you get to see more guys play football, right? I mean, and I know 7-on-7 is not ball. I got that. But, you just see a lot more situations. You see how guys respond to adversity. You see how guys communicate with their teammates, how they communicate with the officials, how they communicate with their coaches. And that's really, really valuable. I mean, some guys are really good at that. And we kind of, maybe we might recruit a guy that maybe we didn't know we were going to. And then there's other guys that you kind of get a peek behind the curtain there, and it's not always great. So no, I love this event, and I think that this is one of the more valuable things that a lot of teams do.
Was here on this great field about a month or two ago when you concluded the Charity Bowl spring game here, and coming off last season's wild finish, one of 12 teams, a record 12 teams in the Sun Belt that made a bowl. What did you find out from a spring game for your group?
We stayed healthy. I mean, I think we're just deeper. I think we have a lot of guys who can play college football, can go in the game and be contributors on special teams, be contributors in regular offense and defense. And I think that that's really important. We play a very challenging schedule, which is an opportunity for our guys. And so we need as many guys on deck that can play. And so, I think that that's something that we learn.
Coming off last season, you make a bowl game. I mentioned that. You've experienced the highs of highs, the lows of lows in your time at Old Dominion, coming from Penn State and doing it when it was a pandemic. What have you learned from your time here as a head coach, coming from Penn State, and about this league, about this area, about the state of college football?
Well, I mean, expect change, and the people who are going to do the best are people who are going to adapt. I mean, I think that's the thing that's really been different for all of us head coaches is every year it's been new rules.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been brand new rules, and we have no idea what's going to happen. And so I think that's what we're all looking for. It's just maybe 2 years where we have the same rules so we can have some continuity and see if we can build a roster and those sort of things. But, it's been fun. I mean, it's been challenging. It's been fun. It's been something that every day there's a new challenge, a new solution. So I think that's been fun.
And follow up on that with the transfer portal and NIL and just new transfer rules being, basically established by the NCAA. What's your message and philosophy at Old Dominion that sets you all apart in front of everybody else out there in college football? What would you say makes this place unique?
Well, I think our fan support is obviously one of them. Obviously, we have a lot of talent that may leave the state, and we'd like to get those guys to come back through the portal. I think the other thing is our schedule. I mean, we have a challenging schedule. But that's an opportunity, right? That's something that, if young men are looking to go to the next level, we've proven that we can do that. We had, 2 years ago, we had 3 guys drafted and those sort of things. And when you play the schedule we play, that's what scouts want to see. And so I think that that's the thing that we're really harping on. Not to mention the fact our guys get their degree. We've had 4 out of the last 5 semesters. We've had over a 3.0 team GPA. And I think that, that speaks, we're still doing things the way it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, it feels like Old Dominion's got a brand now. You see Taylor Heineke, you see the Zach Pascals, you see the O'Shane Zimenezes, and people coming from this program to make it to the NFL ranks. For you this coming year, Coach, it looks like you've got some continuity at the quarterback position with Grant Wilson, some neat newcomers. I know Bryce Duke in the backfield. Give me sort of a thumbnail offensively, defensively, besides the depth point, what fans can expect from this group in 2024.
Well, I think that, I'm excited about our ability to make plays. I'm excited about the amount of guys who have played college football, and maybe not at Old Dominion, but they've made plays before and done those sort of things. It'll be the second year in our offense, and I think that's really key. It's a lot of guys even the guys who weren't here last year, the other guys were. They can kind of explain it to them when they're sitting around and talking and those sort of things. So I think ultimately that's going to be good, and I think it's going to be, our coaches have been here, so they kind of know. Coach Decker knows what to expect from me. I know what to expect from him, and I think all those, that's going to be nice. Having the same coordinators, is really going to help us across the board.
Pointing in the right direction, our coach, Ricky Rahne, and the Monarchs should be fun times here at SB Ballard Stadium. Thank you so much. All the best.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.